the four of you find yourselves on the Iron Road, which leads you to an iron mine to complete your quest. In an attempt to complete your quest, I should say. Your quest, of course, is to seek out Brannick the Cracked and figure out a way to have them move off of this route. Basically, try and move them on, find out what's going on with them, deal with them in some way. Whether that is go in and slaughter them, or very smartly figure out a way to get them to leave. You had a secondary part of this quest, which is to find a missing person, Tima Willowvale. You went and spoke with her father, who said that she's been missing for a good long time, and that a bunch of people keep going missing on this road. Who wants to remind me of the plan and the state you're currently in as you pull up to this this mine?
The plan.
The plan.
Well, we're here, and
I remember the plan.
There's a plan.
Yeah, there's a plan. The plan was that we were going to have, we were all going to pretend that we are a part of the banditry, and then we were going to convince them to then try to convince them to get off the road. But the way we would do that would tell them to go to the Silver Jubilee, or the Prince King's Jubilee thing, right? Silver Jubilee?
Yep.
The Silver Jubilee, which is happening, I think, like, in the next couple of days, if not tomorrow. And
2 days.
Which is where they can hide in plain sight and rob all the people they want. Because the guards, well, it won't be, what's the word? It will be more commonplace to see strangers, and they could hide amongst the public. So
And the
it's the
guards
best way
are
for bandits to go
distracted.
in and rob people. And then we go turn it in while they're not there.
That was a good plan. And then
Thank you.
Rickard showed up in a Princess Peach outfit, tied up in the back of the wagon.
Uh-huh.
So you could
Not roll to
Hold
see
on,
for
hold
it.
on now.
currently have...
That is part of the plan
okay, because you have two
because
plans going on at the same time.
no,
No?
that's not true. It's all connected because how they found out about a great place to rob in the city is because they are awful bandits and they took me, the beautiful son of Duke Edmonton, hostage.
Okay. Yeah.
Did I say son? Daughter.
You...
I mean, princess.
Lucky you made that mistake here and now.
I'm not going to make any mistakes today. We're rolling 20s.
Okay. Yeah.
We're not mixing up our words. And these bandits are going to be eating out of my hand by the end of this. I can tell you that much.
Your little two-person cart pulled along by a single horse comes to a stop in front of the sort of cavernous mouth of an abandoned iron mine. Halwin jumps off and starts removing one of the wheels. Did you actually remove a wheel, or are you like play acting?
I think I was supposed to play act, but I'm proving that I could do it, so I do take off the wheel.
Yeah, sure, that won't.
Yeah, that's not
going
to bite us in the butt.
Actively removing one of the wheels from the cart. Meanwhile, Ricard is tied up, and he's legitimately hog-tied. Or is it false hog-tied?
It's not hog-tied. It's
The
like
stage.
wrapped around my arms or like pinned to my sides.
Well, I don't know. If
Stage
any of us
hogtied.
did it, then it's probably stage hogtied. But if God did it, it's probably 100% hogtied.
I did it.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. And we're in a good
Cannot
position.
get out of this.
Okay, great.
That's true, actually. Yeah, it probably was Got that did it. Right.
I rolled for it, so I did do it.
Oh, then yeah, you are fully hog-tied.
So you're fully hogtied. I'm taking off a wheel. Perfect. What else do we want to hinder? Is Seph doing anything that can ruin this? Is she lighting it on fire?
No, Seph is currently watching this group of 17 bandits escape from the cave.
That's right.
And
There is a
shaking.
slow crunch of footsteps on gravel. Not hurried, not cautious, just steady. And from the dark mouth of this abandoned iron mine, all of these figures start to emerge one by one. Their faces are very blank, their eyes unfocused, and their movements are quite dreamlike. In the gloom and the dark, it's quite hard to make them out, but there are some torchlights that come out with them. You also, I think, had like a hooded lantern or something on your wagon.
It's not on.
It's not
I was
on,
told
okay, so
not
you're
to
just
turn
in
it on.
pure darkness out there. But there is a decent glow of moonlight. It is not pitch dark out here. Each of you can make me a quick insight check to start us off.
Six.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'm terrified, I guess. I can't see very well.
Five.
I rolled a D1. No, I rolled a 10. Okay, we're good.
Okay, I got a 10.
Okay. Ricard and Halwin, you recognize that the majority of the people that step out look like a mix of commoners. You get the sense that they look bedraggled and like they've been living in a cave for a month, 2 months, 3 months. You get the sense that these look like caravan hands and merchants. There are a couple of people that seem like they might be guardsmen or something like that. They don't seem to sort of immediately shout at you that they are bandits. Their clothes are like dusty and travel worn, but like not torn, not bloodied or anything like that. Their expressions are very calm, too calm. Their eyes sort of catch the light, and when the four of you can see this, you see that there's a thin red ring of fire around each iris that is kind of glowing as they step out from this cavern. Then comes 6 more individuals. These guys are armed,
23.
smiling. 23 what?
23, is that now? How
Total
many now?
enemy.
17, now there's 6.
No, there are 10 commoners that step out.
Okay.
And only Halwin and Ricard really pick up that they look like commoners. God and Seph, there are just 16 people that walk out. 6 very clearly armed, smiling bandits by gear and posture. Swords and crossbows held sort of loosely in their hands. The commoners also have varying weapons. The guardsmen have crossbows of their own. The commoners, some of them have little swords, some of them have daggers, some of them have just like staffs, or like one has like a broomstick. But the bandits seem to have legit gear. Their grins are quite wide and a little serene too. They too have the same sort of unnatural ring in their eyes. And then the 17th individual steps out. From the sort of shadows of the mine steps Branic. This orcish form, broad-shouldered, silent, a cracked tusk catching the light as he sort of stands still, a little aback from the others, kind of just sitting in the center in front of the open mine, saying nothing, doing nothing, just staring at you from across the mine entranceway up towards where the field and the road is. The followers kind of fan out around him like sort of puppets on display, and you each stand at your cart with the breeze sort of catching the flowers in the meadows behind you. The road is very quiet. One of them moves. A small gnome, clearly one of the bandits, graying mutton chops for a beard, steps away from the group, and unarmed, hands open and empty, he walks forward, starts making his way up towards you, smiling warmly as if sort of greeting old friends. You can see that he has the red glint in his eyes, and slowly and purposefully he moves towards you. At the back, Branic kind of slowly lifting his hands up, covered in two large, old school looking boxing gloves. He briefly taps them together, a sort of quiet excitement, as the gnome makes their way up towards you and says,
"Good evening. Very good to see you all. What brings you to the mine? What brings you along the iron route at such a late hour?"
Good evening. We, are here on the road with a hostage, what we took from town. And it was told there was people like us out here, which knew their way around. And, well, to give word, it's dangerous here, and that there's better places to be.
make me a deception check.
Oh. Deception check.
Yes, please.
I'm very good at these.
10. Roll for my boy. The gnome looks at you. There's a widening of his eyes as you speak, his eyebrows raising up. He scratches his mutton chops and looks over each of you individually. A sort of slight smile at the side of his mouth as his eyes come to rest on the back of the wagon and the princess figure draped in there. The gnome says,
You have been kidnapped by these brigands.
Yes. I was kidnapped and they tried to find out about my father's emerald stash, but I'm not telling them.
Who is your father?
He is... Can I say a merchant that I know, or like a lord that I know of that has a daughter?
okay.
Roughly.
I assume you probably know one. Go for it. Make a name up. They
Okay.
exist.
So yes, it is Lord Edmonton.
The daughter of Lord Edmonton.
Yes.
Interesting.
Looks you over. I'm gonna roll a little dice for him. Make me a deception check as well.
This is gonna go great, guys.
I'd like to tug at him and try and roll him over as this. What is it? You say a goblin or no?
The gnome.
No, as a gnome like tries to get a closer look.
Yeah. The gnome's not
No,
right next to you
peeking.
yet.
Yeah, I put my meanest face on and I try and roll him away a little bit so that it's a little bit less obvious. No. This one's ours. No peeking at him unless there is an offer you want to make us, perhaps, for him. Her.
Yeah. I mean, I still need a deception check. A 15.
15.
Okay. The gnome says,
Interesting. My name is Crabbers. A pleasure. You say you
Did
look
you just
for...
call yourself Crabbers?
This is my name.
I'm sorry, is it crabbers like with pincers, or is it grabbers like grabby hands.
No talking hostage. And I whip him.
Sorry, please don't hurt me
shut
anymore.
up, you! Shut up, you hostage!
I
I
cringe
poke
as much
his
as I
rib in
can.
like a with my finger.
Krabbus, Crabbus for your notes, says, says,
You are looking for company? Like-minded individuals.
Well, not necessarily tonight. Well, maybe it's good to know of your existence in case we come back this way. I'm assuming the idea of a hostage of high value interests you?
Why do you suspect this?
You seem very interested in our hostage, of course.
We are very interested in all who pass along this route, for this route belongs to Brannick the Cracked.
Brannick the Cracked.
Brannick the Cracked is not unknown to us. Also, your route is not safe. For
Yeah.
those in the city are sending folk here, en masse, big groups of people.
Yeah,
It is not
guards
safe.
and knights and people to clear the path away from anybody who might ruin the celebrations. You know how it is. But I can tell you a secret, you know? Maybe.
That's
Maybe
right.
you want to know.
Daddy's going to save me.
You
Quiet.
Shut up,
stop talking.
hostage!
Shut up!
You shut up!
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, great job. Good work. You're doing
Krabbus kind of walks up and down in front of you. He clasps his sort of hands behind his back and begins to pace. He says,
We have heard nothing of this. We have scouts. Interesting. Who has provided you this information?
It is literally
The hostage told us.
Yeah, his
I
dad kind of
didn't
knows a
mean
lot
to.
about these things.
It would
Yeah.
have an
That's why we sent her.
salesman.
Forced it
You
out
shut
of
up!
me.
You shut up unless it's a secret. You shut up unless it's a secret, then you tell us.
Okay. Okay.
You have further information for Brannick.
he looks towards Seph.
Maybe, yeah. Well, I can tell you now that they know about your little mine situation there, so that's probably not safe for all. How many of them there are you?
There are
1,
many.
2, 7, 8.
3.
That's a lot of people.
They have sent people before. Those people have been sent back in pieces. Or they have joined us.
Well, sounds like they're planning on a siege of some kind, you know, with like the big machines and all that. They don't want to, you know, all the visitors coming from out of town, you know, they don't want them to be robbed
A
along
lot
the
of rich
pathway.
visitors coming from out of
A
town.
lot of rich visitors, all inside the town now. Would you believe it? They're all just like this. What's your name? I look at the princess in the back. What's the princess's name?
Oh. Princess. I wouldn't tell you unless it's Esmeralda, of course.
Okay, well, this ugly Esmeralda, she is one of the many,
Excuse me.
she has lots of friends that have come out of town and they're all very rich. Aren't they, Esmeralda?
Of course they are, and they're going to pay lots of big, strong men to come and rescue me.
Let me
Okay,
tell
we
you
don't wanna
right
give
now,
them, we don't want
you-
to give them false information.
Yeah,
There is a jubilee happening, and a lot of people are coming into town from out of town.
And let me tell you, it's never been easier pickings right now in town than it is right now.
Right now
Ooh,
in town.
Right now in town.
In town right now.
Brannick is not interested in the town.
What? Oh, shit.
Brannick came from the town, and the town turned its back on Brannick.
Well, I mean, it's kind of, you could, now's a really good time while everyone's distracted to, you know, like really piss people off there.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm good at these.
This better work, 'cause this is all we got. Perfect. Nailed it.
He stops and sort of turns to you each of you and says,
Branic has no interest in such things. Do you need assistance with your cart? The wheel is loose.
We have a friend here trying to fix it.
Yeah, it's not working. It's broken, it seems.
Would you like assistance?
No. I'm interested in
we
what
want
Brannick.
assistance.
No, we don't want assistance.
Send one of your best over. What?
The assistance will not be granted freely.
Oh, never mind. I think I'll figure it out. I think I got it.
Passing along this route is not granted freely.
Surely for some, like-minded individuals who might be able to do you a favor in the future, it should be. We're very capable.
Like-minded. You are in the business of kidnapping the daughters of
God.
lords.
Obviously.
Branic is not in the business of kidnapping.
Oh, never mind. We're not.
No, hang on. He's in the people business, I can see. Look, he's a people person, and we are also in the people business.
Then perhaps you would
Just
like to
one
join
person.
Branic.
And what benefits does joining Branic have?
Like-minded individuals. Work. Purpose. Money. Food.
Can I see the daughter? His name I have written down.
I'm so worried.
give me a perception check.
You said like-minded individuals a lot, and I'm getting a lot of hive mind energy.
Oh, a good roll. 18.
Yeah, you can make out an individual that matches the description of Tima. The individual that is holding a broomstick, a young-looking elf, looks like she's been living a little dirtily. She's wearing a sort of basic set of traveler's clothes, but there's a sort of 19-year-old
I elbow
elf.
Halwin. And kind of just try and
What?
like nod towards their direction without being too obvious. Over there, look. Well, I don't know if, we have a lot of work going on, and maybe, we're kind of busy right now, but it's a really good offer. Maybe we'll come back and join you guys on the way when we're finished with this princess.
Yes, very well.
Wait, wait,
You might pass.
we were going? We were going here to drop her off, right? We're not going anywhere. This is the destination, right? We're not passing through the road because that costs money. So we're just going here. Do you want her? We can sell her to you. Do you want the princess?
Branic has no
I don't
interest.
think it's a good idea to sell me.
Let's switch money. Hello.
Branic has no interest in your princess.
Okay, and if we turn around and go back, this doesn't count as traveling on the road, does it?
You will have to pay the toll.
To go
What is
back?
it all?
You are free to leave. It will cost you 150 gold pieces.
What? 150?
You just said we were free to leave, and now you're charging us.
Branic
I'm
is
confused.
Fair. You can pay in gold.
I don't have that money.
You can pay in blood. Or you can pay in sport.
Sport. What is sport?
Branic will offer you a bargain.
Sport is haggling.
Sport is single combat.
And what happens if you win in single combat?
Then you are free to leave.
Oh,
No
it's that
toll.
easy. I look up at Got.
What are the rules of said combat?
The gnome looks up towards Got and smiles and turns around and begins walking back towards the group.
Oh,
The huge
That
form of Branic twitches and then starts walking forward.
Oh, good.
The
Somebody untie me.
enormous orc
I stopped working to cut the ropes around.
walks towards each of you. The gnome passes him and then stands perfectly in line. Stepping forward is this enormous towering orc. Again, as you see this figure get closer and closer, you get the sense that this orc is maybe 7 feet, maybe taller. And the orc has red skin, like red. It is stretched very tightly over his enormous muscular frame. Bald head. Nothing but a loincloth and a pair of gloves, boxing gloves, old, ragged looking. His eyes are burning red, similarly to the others, but there's more flame to the edges of the iris. They're almost like burning coals in his eyes. And Branic, as he's stepping forward, walks with purpose, opens his mouth and says,
Here's the bargain, mortals. Simple, clean, and sealed in fire. Face me in single combat, one by one. No weapons, no spells, fists only as honor demands. And if you defeat me, I grant you safe passage, the right to walk away free without my chains upon your souls. But if you fall...
He smiles. As he smiles, you see that his teeth have been filed down to points.
Then you're mine. Not in death, no. Death is a mercy. You will rise again under my banner, bound by oath and flame. Your wheels bent to mine. You will serve, you will fight, and you will conquer in my name until I free you, or you fall again in my service. Point of order, I want to change my accent now.
He bashes his gloves together and says,
It'll be a fair fight. You need only speak your answer. But know this. Once the pact is struck, there's no turning back. Branic remembers every word.
he stands there and starts tapping his enormous foot.
Does he have the red rings around his eyes?
Yeah, but it's even more intense around his eyes.
Right, okay.
Does he seem to be carrying any objects, any magical looking artifacts or anything?
He quite literally has a pair of boxing gloves on and a loincloth,
like...
and that's it. If he's carrying anything, it's got to be up his... He's got nothing going on.
In his
Up
boxing
the old
gloves.
iron mines.
This
old road.
do you think I'm far enough away that I could whisper something to Seph without them hearing? Like, how close is all these?
Brannick's
bad
probably
guys?
like, yeah, he's probably like 15 feet away. The others
Okay.
are significantly further back. So it's very quiet out here, but you know, you might get away with it.
Oh, put the wheel back on right now. Put the wheel back on.
I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. We're all trying to figure out what the way we fix this thing.
I am
did he make an offer
Trying
yet?
to stand
I'm gonna try
in
to fix
front
it.
of him to hide what Halwin's doing a little bit.
Well, they know that I'm trying to fix it.
You can always pay the toll.
Seph, it didn't seem like a bad idea.
There's magic happening, I think.
What do you want me to do about that?
Look at their eyes. Can you see?
Can I see with my perception check from earlier?
Yeah, once they point it out to
Hmm.
the two of you, I think whoever it was that failed the inside checks, you actually, yeah, you notice that their eyes are sort of lit up in the dark, in the
Oh
gloom.
my god. They're not volunteers.
Well, they can probably amount at one point.
That's Tima right there. I point her out to Ricard.
Oh, this is some sort of magic.
I have 45 gold. I don't know if anybody else has any more money we can try to start pulling in.
We're not paying him, Halwin.
Okay, just Needed to.
If the only
It's an
way
option.
we can break whatever hold he has on all of these people is by killing him, I think this is not a job for us.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like that's the truth.
You know, we could send Got up in single combat, but if he fails, then we're all dead. We're all dead. I don't want to die.
Wait,
I am
wasn't
not a
the...
duelist.
Huh? What? You're not a duelist?
I am not a duelist.
Well, maybe he's got a weak spot, like in the middle of his head or something, and you could just poke it and he'll die or something.
But I will fight.
Okay.
Wasn't the rules 1 by 1 we fight? So if the last one of us wins, does that mean we get to go?
Yeah, take the 3 bodies of your dead companions with you.
No, they don't. He's not going to kill them. He said, didn't he say that?
Right.
I mean, you can ask him.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Didn't you say that you fight each
Shut
of
up,
us?
you.
Sorry.
What do you want me to
Ask him if he fights each of us 1 by 1, and if the last person wins, can we go?
Oh, I just heard a secret. Another secret from the lady. If we were to, but unrelated, if we were to fight you, and we all lost, except for like the last of us, were to defeat you, could
Part
we
one
take
or
our
part
friends
two?
back? What was that? Part 1.
Who's your friend? Oh,
My
you say
compatriots and this hostage. Puh.
if you fight, you fight. If you lose your mind. If you win, you're free to go. Carve your own path. Unless you want to change the bargain.
What other options are there?
You tell me, boy. What
I
you
am an
want?
adult.
You're still a boy to me.
Okay. That's not all right.
Can I size him up? I want to do a size up. I want to do a level check with my perception.
I think this is more like maybe an insight check.
Like there's
Okay.
Pokédex.
All right then. Insight it is. Natural 1.
You can take him. He's all bluster.
You can take
I
it.
think I can take him. You're telling me that I, Rickard, think that I can take him.
Yes.
He looks takeable.
Okay. I stand up. out of
Rickard,
the
you're
cart and I
stronger
say-
than you let on.
I am.
You are.
Oh no.
That is true.
Oh no.
But I stand up out of the back of the cart and I throw off the ropes and I say, how about this?
Whoa.
If I beat you in front of all of your friends, you'll leave this place and let us take her with us. And I
This girl.
point out the girl.
What? Just the one? Why not all of them?
Branic, give me a persuasion check. Let's see what. Give me a persuasion check first.
Okay. Let me just make this deal sweeter for us and the same for you.
Let me see what he sees when he looks at you as well.
A 1!
Just roll a 1 and then a 1.
A natural 1! Bro.
You rolled a natural 1 and then a natural 1. Oh, you know why? Because of all those rolls we did at the end of the last session. Whatever his name
That
was.
wasn't me. That
I
was
know,
me.
but,
They are.
the fates. He says,
You think you can take me, boy?
I think you're about 10 minutes from retirement. and I take off my vest and throw it down.
What are you doing?
Take off my bodice and throw it on the ground.
Oh yeah, I take off my body. I take off my
Your
bodice.
corset.
I take off
I
the
start
petticoat.
undoing my
Seth,
corset.
give me a hand.
Untie me.
Untie me.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die. We're all gonna die.
I can't breathe in this thing.
Branic
Oh, boy.
says,
Which one? This one over here with the broom? You know her?
Yes.
Friend of yours?
No.
People from the fringe talk, 'cause this is sweet.
Many do, yes.
All right, good.
Okay. So you want to amend the bargain? I'll offer this concession. If one of you can defeat me alone in the ring, then you shall all go free. And you may take with you one of my enthralled. But choose carefully, for I do not grant second chances.
Did you just call them enthralled?
I ain't mincing words with you, boy. Everybody here under my command.
How? How have you done that?
Lots of questions. Not much action. If we have to fight, I will fight.
If we have to fight, I am not fighting. I look at my puny frame under the massive plate armor.
with glasses who doesn't fight back once I am I'll give each of you one try if you want. One try. None of y'all seem particularly equipped to fight Brannick the Cracked. You said no weapons. You're wearing gloves. Boxing gloves.
I can't do my accent anymore. You fucked me up, Brad.
Do it. No, do it.
he says,
It's okay.
Trust me,
Lean into it.
boy. If I take these off, then you'll be dealing with the real weapons. This is to keep you alive. Keep up my end of the bargain.
I will fight you if you let me inspect your gloves first.
Fine.
Yeah, I walk up to him.
yeah, you get close. The closer you get to this guy, the more unbelievably menacing he is. He, the air around him is tense and literally hot. Like, he is so big and muscular. He's giving off a particular heat. And as you get closer and closer, when you're within like 2 or 3 feet of him, you can sense like a marked raise in the temperature. He holds out his gloves, turns them over, you know, palms up like a boxer would do
can
to
I
show you the wraps.
Yeah, I'll do like a, you know, like I'll look and see if there's anything sharp or anything like that in them. But I also want to do, like, I want to see if they're magically enchanted.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Okay.
How's the wheel coming along?
Oh, it's fixed. Oh, look, all set.
Yeah.
This is by the way,
Uh-huh.
the guys with crossbows have them pointed at your cart. Just so.
Okay.
12 on, oh, was that? Yeah, that's the right one. Okay, 12 on investigation.
Okay, give me an Arcana check as well.
Yeah, I'm really good at these. A 10.
As far as you can tell, they legitimately do not seem magical. They do just seem like a really big pair of standard looking boxing gloves. If there's an enchantment on these, it's probably very incredibly intricate, beyond your expertise. But from your sort of understanding and investigation here, they legitimately just seem like big, rough leather stuffed boxing gloves.
Okay, so help me out a little bit here. When I was on the back of the cart, I sized him up and I felt like I could take this guy.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like maybe my opinion's changed as I've gotten closer to him. I mean, am I still super confident because I rolled a 1?
I mean, you tell me. You can interpret it however you want. It's just that you rolled a 1 to determine whether you thought you could size him up and take him, you know? Like, whatever.
I still think I can take him.
I mean, to be fair, I'll give you this. That's how I feel whenever I'm drunk standing in front of someone 3 times the size of me and they've said something rude to my friend. And I'm like, you know what? I think I can take him. So you might just have the 21-year-old drunk Brad confidence.
I turn around and I'm like, all right, God, you've got this. I pat him on the shoulder.
How many crossbow guys are there again? 6.
6 with crossbows. Well, actually, there's maybe a couple more because the guardsmen probably do. I think. Let me remind myself because I did come up with this a couple of weeks ago. There might be a couple of others because I think there's a couple of adventurers in there as well.
Great.
A couple of caravan guards and a couple of adventurers. So you've probably got about 8 crossbows pointed at you right now. Maybe let's say 6 crossbows, 2 short bows.
Oh. Just for variety.
Yeah.
Look, is there any other way out of this instead of fighting him? Because my parents are going to be so disappointed in me.
Do you have any money?
No, none of us have any money except for Halwin, and that's not enough. That's like nowhere near enough.
In that
What was
case, you
that? What was
know
that?
the only way out is to fight.
What was that? I've got my hands covered in oil as I'm oiling the wheel here. What was that? What did you say?
Nothing.
Okay,
Just keep,
all right. Did we
just
figure it
keep
out
the
yet?
wheel.
The wheel is done. It's done. It's all oiled up and ready.
Okay, and there's a lot of crossbows there. I was thinking maybe, we could use the cart and ram it into him and then run away. But I'm starting to think that's maybe not a good idea.
How quietly are you saying all this? Hold on, I'm rolling a dice. He's watching you, and there's a slight curve at the side of his lips while you're speaking.
I'm taking off my leathers.
Okay. You can do what you like. I'm not gonna stop you.
So what's it gonna be? Gold, blood, or sport?
What's the price for blood? You know what? Probably sport's good.
We don't have the gold. You start moving that cart, you'll find out. Hey boys, kill the horse first.
No, not necessary. You don't need to do that. The horse is really nice. Why don't look? Have you seen his eyes? And look at all the rest of them. If we somehow break this, whatever is happening here, then we won't have to deal with the rest of them. Maybe
knock out the big guy.
I'm being quiet.
Maybe he's doing it.
Yeah, maybe while God fights him, we can all just all at once just hit him real hard with something.
Are we having a discussion? Are they letting us just like have a huddle?
I mean,
So I'm gonna
he
get
is
in on
watching you, and you get the sense that he can hear at least some of what you're saying every now and then, because he's
I'm
reacting
getting
to it. He seems very chill.
I don't know if I trust those gloves. May I inspect them?
As I'm like finally confidently making my way around the cart to go, like done with the wagon.
Go on ahead, boy.
Okay, great. Thank you.
As I shuffle up. And
How
like,
tall are you? He's
from-
so enormous compared to you.
Yeah, like
He
as you all
leans
sort of,
down.
like,
In fact, I
see,
think he takes like one knee and just brings his gloves down,
Very kind.
wrists forward towards you.
Thank you. I'm gonna pat them with my hands and stuff, and see if there's like any blades hidden in there or anything.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Please roll above a 10.
I literally just froze because I was like, okay, ha ha ha, and then just roll fright. Okay, let me investigation. 10.
Wow, a 10. Yeah, they seem like normal
seem
boxing
fine?
gloves. There definitely doesn't seem like there's hidden blades in there or anything like that.
Okay, as I've patted them around, I'm going to rub my palms on them and just get anything I don't feel
They are
anything, right?
warm. Very, very warm to the touch.
Very
but
warm?
They
Okay.
seem completely normal to you.
I'm trying to rack my brains to see if anything in my studies has ever prepared me for anything like this. Does this ring any bells at all? This informant.
I will mention to I'm like he's so big and tall and he's hot. He's very hot and not just attractive hot, but also like temperature wise, he's very hot.
Concentrate.
I'm going to make my way
Me an
back to my
Arcana
friends
check.
now. I'm going to walk back over to our buddies.
Oh my god, can we please get a good roll? 12.
It's okay, it's okay. It's okay, we
I
got get the
mean-
shitty ones out now.
You're pretty sure that there is some sort of magic going on here. He's got some sort of charm, some sort of enthrallment going on. Whether it's him that's doing it or he has a spellcaster elsewhere, one of these bandits is a spellcaster, you don't know, but it's for sure. There seems to be, what it is particularly powerful magic. To enthrall this many people for this long, is no simple, level 2 spell slot spell. There's certainly a stronger source of magic at play in some form. But I don't think that you, with a 12, can, piece this entire thing together. I think that might be all that you really know about this. You would understand, the basic spells like Charm Person and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is a little stronger than that. They did mention that he might have a spellcaster with him when you took the quest. But
Oh, good.
yeah, it doesn't. There isn't a very
Are they
obvious
training?
mage standing behind him. There's no robed individual with a Silverbrook Academy hat.
Does anybody not have red eyes?
They all have red eyes.
Every single last one.
Mm-hmm.
Make my way back to my friends at their, the adventuring party, because I don't know if we're friends yet. As I and I go, well, those gloves don't seem like they're magical.
I'm now going to be
Right.
scouting all of the crowd looking for a magic, like a spellcaster, as
Yeah.
seeing if anybody is doing anything that looks.
Seph,
What? Yeah.
do you know any fire spells?
Yeah.
Okay, because I spilled the oil as I was getting the wheel on. It got all over my hands.
Is there a trail
And
that
then
leads to
And
Branic?
then I inspected his gloves.
Give me an investigation check for whichever thing you want to do, because you're either going to look at all the people or you're going to look for whatever Halwin wants you to look for.
Shit.
And there's no blade in those gloves, but I also don't have any oil on my hands anymore.
I feel like I believe Halwin and don't need to look, so I'm gonna just investigate, see if I can see a spellcaster.
Okay.
Oh, so close to being a 16. 14.
It really doesn't look like any of them are spellcasters to you. Traditionally, people who are spellcasters are using some form of component to cast spells. If they're actively concentrating on a spell, they would at least have probably some sort of arcane focus, a staff, a stave, an orb, a spell book. You don't notice that. Again, the bandits are all holding crossbows, and almost everyone else is holding some form of weapon, even if it's just a stick. None of them seem to be holding anything that looks like an arcane focus, and none of them seem to be quietly muttering for verbal components. None of them seem to be, holding a hand behind their back and turning it around in a somatic way. They don't seem. It doesn't seem like anybody here is really concentrating on any particular spell. Of the individuals of the 16 individuals behind Branic.
Is that oil even flammable?
It doesn't seem like it's a byproduct for anything, so yeah, I think so.
I just, part of me really wonders if making his gloves be on fire will help us or hinder us, really, in the long run. But I will keep that
Not
in
too
mind.
loud, okay? Not too loud.
Okay, sorry. I'm whispering.
But now we know. Maybe it'll also slip off of us and won't hurt us so much. It'll just miss, like it'll slide like punching butter or something. I don't know. It's just trying to figure out what to do. I'm gonna get rid of the oil that's in my backpack now.
No, keep it.
No, I have to get rid of it. I used it.
Oh. Okay, sorry.
Logistics. Oh, I've got another bottle. Never mind.
I'm trying to see one of my spells.
Well, so here we are. Branic, was it?
You come up with something yet? Gold.
We're
Blood.
counting our gold, okay? And we're on to we've got God has a hard time counting, okay? So we gotta wait for him to do his
You want
math.
some help, boys? They need help counting their gold.
No, we'll be fine. We're fine.
A few
Please.
of the bandits take a few steps forward.
No.
He holds
that's
up a
okay.
boxing glove, and they stop. He says,
Come on now, we ain't got all night. Pick your path. Gold, blood, or sport.
Well, you do have all night. You do.
Really?
Do I
all
now?
night.
Get out of this.
Cause I done giving you a good deal, boy. You got a great bargain in front of you, better than some of these folk got. You gonna pick it? You gonna take it?
Does he seem completely unperturbed by the fact that the princess in the back just now seems to be the one originally willing to fight?
he absolutely seems like the first insight roll he made was very high on Rickard.
Ah, yes. That's what it seems like. Okay, perfect.
Great. I am just I'm cowering behind the wagon at this point. All pretense lost.
I'm probably also gonna do that. I'm gonna confidently make my way across the wagon and then hide.
We're gonna die.
I will fight you. However, I cannot vouch for these. Fine. One
Thank you.
ticker. Very well. Here is the bargain. Simple. Clean. You face me in single combat. No weapons, no spells. Fists only. If you defeat me, I grant you safe passage and the right to walk free. You can take one of my enthralls. However, you fall your mind, willingly bound to my banner, your mind shackled, your strength turned towards conquest and flame. You'll serve me as my chosen thrall until I see fit to release you, or you perish in glorious service. Know that it is forged in fire. This pact binds us both. Do you agree to the terms? Forged in fire. Your Arthur is clear, but mine does not end here. Even if I fail this fight, I look back to my compatriots. I think that my expression is hard to read at most times. Generally speaking, you might think I just look pissed off, and quite often I am. But I might be just a bit disappointed. As I turn around and remove my leathers and say very well. Fine. Let's get this over with. If any of y'all
and he doesn't. He moves a glove across the three of you, and then also turns around across his enthralled.
Get involved. Know this. The pact is broken, and you will die. By my hand. In this life or the next. You ready, boy? You ready to fight? Come on then. Step on up.
And this is where combat begins. I'm going to bring you over to a very special combat battle map, and I'm going to give you the rules of how to fight. Okay? Because this is no simple combat, much to Myre's chagrin.
Not really, because I could not find unarmed attack in all this mess for the past half an hour.
What?
Yep.
Oh,
For those listening,
look at him!
they have an 8-bit Street Fighter looking combat map in front of them. Okay, now here are the rules for fistfighting minigame. Now, I did write down the person who made this fistfighting up. It isn't my own minigame, and then I promptly lost the piece of paper I wrote it on. So I'm very sorry to whoever it was that came up with the rules to this game. But it's very cool, and I was like, you know what, we're doing that at some point in this, and I've decided we're doing it now. So, I'll explain the rules. Fistfighting minigame. General rules. Fistfights are played in rounds, much like regular combat, but with simplified rules. 2 participants. Each turn you take 1 fighting action. You got to try and knock out your opponent. You have stamina points. Stamina points are calculated as follows: 5 plus your con modifier plus proficiency in athletics or acrobatics. Now I think I've done this correctly. So if you hover over or right click your little tokens here, they're not actually linked to your character sheets. They're like temporary tokens. All you have is a health bar. I think only I can adjust it, but you should still be able to see them. Tell me if you can or can't. If you can't,
I see my health bar.
Okay. Let me see if I can give you power over your... Oh yeah, here we go. I'll be able to give you temporary power over the token. So you should be able to see it in the same place where your character sheets would be. You'll literally just see pixel got and pixel this, pixel that. And you're essentially just an NPC and you only have a health bar. But you should, in theory, be able to change your own health now. So you have 9 stamina points. Got 5 plus con plus your athletics or acrobatics. Double check that, make sure I got it right, because who knows? I'm not a smart person. The fighting rules, while you figure that out, are that you can do a straight punch with an athletics check, a dodge with an acrobatics check. You can grapple, which is an athletics versus your acrobatics or athletics. You can feint, which is a deception versus an insight check, and on a success, you gain advantage on your next attack for the end of the round. Or you can do a stylish move, which is an optional roll. Let's see what it says. Roll any ability check to impress the crowd or a judge, which there isn't one, so this is useless, and you would gain a style point. That would work in the fighting tournament version of this, of which there is
one. I would have only done that.
A natural 20 on an attack roll is a critical hit, and you roll extra damage dice. So essentially, this is how it's gonna go. Is that okay? Do you understand?
Not really.
Neither do I.
What?
Let's play. Yeah?
Okay, sorry.
No, go on.
What does it mean by plus proficiency in athletics or acrobatics?
So,
It's like
in your
5 plus
character
your con
sheet,
modifier.
in details, under your portrait, you will see a number, the 3rd on the right, that says proficiency.
Yes.
Yes. So you add that
It
number.
says proficiency in athletics or acrobatics.
So you add your proficiency of the skill to your HP.
Right. So if I have like a +3 in acrobatics, I would add that to my HP.
That's what I did for
Okay.
everyone.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Here we go. Round 1. Roll me initiative. And I'm going to roll. I'm going to start rolling in the dice roller so you know I'm not cheating.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
I
was expecting also like to start this
Punch
fight.
out.
And
We're
he's
playing
all
Punch
talk.
Out.
Yeah.
Is he gonna
and then
turn
as soon
red
as
when we
fight,
hit
he
him?
just Yeah, he's already ready.
He is red.
He is red.
So yeah.
Yeah, it would
When he
be
gets
cool if
close
I
to
could.
zero
If I knew how to use Foundry better, I would absolutely love to be able
Yeah.
to do that. All right, he's rolling his initiative. He has rolled a 27.
Perfect.
God.
Oh, I had got. It says got on the screen, but it's actually for Branic because I had got selected. So Branic is rolling and rolled a 27. So got roll me
That's
initiative. You can just roll an
That's
initiative check or whatever. Again, you can roll from your actual character sheet.
We're so screwed.
A 20. You did so well as well.
We
All right.
probably should have let him go last.
Branic
can
is
all
going to
weaken
go
him first.
first here. Let's see what he does. I think he's just going to straight up try and punch you as you step into the ring. And you hear a little bell go off somewhere. Dong, 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 dong. And you
Spoon hits a tankard.
suddenly this absolutely enormous orc is in front of you. He moves so much faster than something of this size really should be able to, and a boxing glove is making its way towards your face. Okay, so this is a straight punch that he's doing. So this is
Can't wait for
proficiency
the
plus
next
strength.
nat 20.
Yeah. Here we go. A 13
Not great.
against. That's a good point. Against what? Hang on, let me double check.
It's AC, I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
pretty
'cause
sure it's
dodge
AC as
adds
well.
to AC.
Yeah. You took off your leathers, right?
What?
Did you take off your leathers?
Not my combat leathers. Just my RP leathers.
That's fine. That's fine. What is your AC?
16.
All right. Yeah. How do you dodge this?
I see the boxing glove coming and I just ride it. I turn and follow Outsider's Guard.
All right. Your turn.
I then attempt to grapple him.
Okay. So you roll an athletics. He rolls a
Either athletics
athletics
or
or a thingy. Yeah. The old rules. Maybe it's higher. Hold on.
6. Shit.
He rolled a 15.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the anime Baki?
Yes. the
Because he
grapple.
looks like something from that.
Let's pretend we haven't, though.
Just these absolutely insanely, bizarrely animated, ripped characters are absolutely huge. Got rushes
so
forward,
much for me.
and it's like running into a brick wall. Got as you strike him, you feel yourself try and grapple him, and he just does like a guard sort of thing here, where as you rush into him, he grabs you back and then pushes you back off of him, and he will. I think he's simply going to try and strike you again.
Dang it, God, only fools
Another
rush in.
13.
He misses.
A left hook comes in. You duck down underneath it. Your turn.
Oh, it's just me and him? I thought the others were also jumping in. Okay.
One-on-one
because
combat.
It's one-on-one.
away.
Yeah. What did you think one-on-one combat meant?
my name is Godstone and I am not very smart.
Okay, but Myre.
Okay. You
I
got
punch him.
this.
Okay, so 1d20 plus proficiency plus strength. So, okay.
It's an athletics roll. You can just roll athletics.
You can just roll an athletic. A 10, a miss. I think you actually do sort of like you're on target, and then suddenly he brings his arms up in front of him, and again it's like punching a hot brick wall. The two of them now kind of dancing around each other. Got sort of actually holding his own, avoiding some of these enormous strikes coming in, and I think Branic's going to attempt to do a feint here. This will give him advantage on his next attack. So this is a deception versus insight. So his deception versus your insight. So you make me an insight check, and I'll find out what his deception is. Oh, okay. Not bad. It'll be a 4. He rolls a 12, so he will have advantage on his next thing. He kind of moves awkwardly to one side.
Better than us at everything.
God, it's your turn.
I attack him for a 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Okay. What's the damage? 1 second, sorry. I had it open. It's
Nice hit!
1d4 plus strength. Okay.
Come on, roll a 4.
Yeah, roll a 4.
Yeah, roll a 4.
Yeah,
Close enough.
A 4. He does like a strange move to one side, and as the three of you are watching from the wagon, Branic kind of just moves straight into a hook from Got here. You actually connect. You see Branic actually react to this as he kind of, it's almost a flinch as he actually strikes and connects with Branic's ribs here. Branic will return in kind. He has advantage. So let's see. To strike you a 9 and a 21.
21 hits.
Okay, so it's 1d4 plus
Strength.
plus strength.
I'm scared.
Here we go.
It's gonna be like 8.
7.
7.
You crack Brannick's rib, and the joy and elation of seeing Got strike Brannick's rib, everyone's like, oh, he's actually doing it. And then there is an uppercut that smashes into the underside of Got's jaw. You see Got's lips split open. He stumbles backwards. The whole world kind of goes grayscale for Got for a second as he attempts to catch his breath.
Not bad, not bad. Come on now.
Branic smacks his gloves together, and a plume of embers rushes up from them.
Let's go. Come on now.
I'll show you bad.
His gloves on fire.
Rolls in that one.
I don't know. I don't know why he's got you on fire.
16
Who would
hits.
do that?
It's
Not
making it
us.
worse, I think.
Not me. The gloves smoke more.
3.
No.
3 damage. Branic kind of just walks forward after cracking his gloves together, and you just hit him square in the jaw back. He takes it, like he just eats this thing and keeps walking forward. He is going to try and hit you back. Here we go. 19.
Hits.
Another 7. He says,
Not bad, boy. Not bad at all.
and then Got sort of stumbles forward, punches him in the jaw, and then Branic kind of turns awkwardly one way. He's doing a weird thing as he moves his back to Got. Got kind of a little slow off the mark following him as a spinning back fist from Branic as Branic brings this entire fist around, collides with the side of Got's temple. Got just hits the deck, sliding across.
I land on all 4s. I am an orc. Does this count?
Oh.
Because it's not HP, it's stamina points. You are KO. KO.
Does he get his orc passive in this combat?
No, that's
I
what
just asked. No.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you could pay
sorry.
attention.
I'm sorry. I'm physically incapable.
Branic says,
Too bad. Too bad.
brings up a glove and wipes it across his face. There's a little trickle of very dark, almost brown blood that he wipes off of his lip and onto his glove. He says,
Not many actually land a hit like that, let alone 2. This one's got potential. Well now. One more.
You
The
want to take a break
ranks.
for the next fight? Water or anything, Branic? Or are you ready to go again?
Oh, I thought maybe yours all was going. Okay, we got
What do you mean?
more. You gonna fight, boy?
I thought you said you were gonna go through all of it.
You can fight if you want, or you can pay the toll. Hey, it just went down to 75 gold.
Oh. Okay, if that's the case.
It's so reasonable.
Help him up, boys.
The two of the bandits walk forward. One of them's just a sort of a ratchet-looking human. The other one is a tabaxi, kind of looks like a skinny jaguar. They move forward, and each of them put an arm underneath one of Gott's, and they lift him up. They knock his head back, and one of them pulls out a little vial, a little red healing potion vial, and puts it to Gott's mouth.
Oh boy.
It does nothing because it's a healing potion.
Yeah. It's an RP healing potion, just like your RP leathers. But you come back to consciousness, and when he does so, he has red rings around his eyes. Branic says,
Get in line now.
and you're compelled to do so. You are now enthralled by Brannick the Cracked.
Yes.
Okay. Rickard, how you feeling? You feeling good?
I think you should fight, new
Well,
guy.
are you nuts?
Come on, what if we got you like a nice pair of boxing shorts and maybe some green gloves, and then you could just jump up and punch him in the mouth?
I have the money.
He's not going to let Gott go. I mean, I guess you have 75 gold.
What? No. No, I'm saying if you go and you lose, I could pay for me to leave.
Ah, well, I think you should go
But
next.
if I go,
I mean, it's only right.
If I go next, then I'm enthralled and you can't get the money.
I mean, how bad can a life of enthrallment really be? Maybe it's kind of nice not having to make your own decision.
He does
just
look like he's
being one of the
Okay,
crowd.
Seth. Okay, I go behind
I make
Seth and
no
I'm
eye
like
contact with
patting her. I'm patting her on the shoulders and I'm like, all right, listen. He got weakened up there. Just keep working the midsection. Just keep working the midsection. You've got this, Seth. Come on now. You can do this.
What do you mean, me? Do you push me? I can't imagine in this world you push Seth straight into the fight. And
Yeah.
this is how the
Were
fight
those
goes. Immediately.
inspiring
It's
words?
very important. Do you push her into the fight?
And were those inspiring words?
I think you should.
I'm trying to inspire her. Yes.
Good.
And I'm not
I
pushing
stumble.
her.
Okay, I
but
stumble
I'm
into the fight.
Yeah, I am sort
With
of.
your assistance.
Yes, I'm shepherding her towards the ring. Come on now, you can do this. Come on, you've got this.
Yeah, I guess I fall forward in something that seems like a challenge, and a fight may begin.
Branic steps forward as well and looks down to you, Seph. This absolutely enormous figure, towering above you, looks down and says,
You sure, honey?
She's sure she's got this.
I ain't
Tears streaming
asking
down my
you,
face.
boy. You get yours.
I look at Gott over there, enthralled with his red eyes. Gulp. Put him up.
he recites the same words that he recites to Gott and says,
Speak your answer. You want to fight? You agree to the terms in the bargain.
I look back at my companions.
What choice do we have?
I agree.
All right. Put him up, little one.
roll me initiative.
This is great.
did you get? Okay. I'm writing that in the Twitch chat. Here we go. He rolls low, a 15. Also
Rick,
says
are you a
pixel
gambler?
second.
Rick, do you gamble?
Yes, from time to
A
time.
casual conversation happening on the. Like literally, there's a scene of Seph just getting like annihilated by a giant orc, and then it cuts back to these two sitting on the cart with popcorn and a beer.
So you want to gamble?
I could put a gold on this. I think. You
Oh,
know,
no. I
big
was
guy,
thinking different.
I've got gold.
I was thinking a different sort of gamble. If God wins, you go next. That's my offer.
God didn't. What do you mean God wins?
I'm not God. If Branic wins, you go next.
You should go
And
next.
then if Seph wins, I'll go next.
No.
Okay, all right.
No,
What
you're
gamble
going
you want?
next. You're going next.
Yeah, okay.
All right, back to the fight. Seph, there is a punch heading straight for you. 21 versus your AC. That'll hit. Okay.
Okay.
For 5.
Instantly knocked out.
Instantly knocked out.
No.
You agree?
Surely.
You agree to the
spin
terms?
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spin
No,
around.
what?
Straight into the dirt.
She has less than that. She has 3, I think.
Well, it's not HP though. It's
It's stamina
It's a
points. Yeah.
different thing.
I
has
think
3 stamina.
I think she had 3. You should be able to see if you hover over each person.
everyone starts with
Yeah.
5, right?
Right click on each other, you'll see.
Gosh.
Oh.
hang
Yeah, you should be able to see each other's thing.
Where's mine? Oh,
That's
yeah,
not
okay.
good.
Yeah, you are like Seph just kind of puts her hands up, and Branic. I don't. This isn't like you can tell that Branic doesn't even punch his full strength. He just kind of goes bonk on the top of Seph's head, and she just she just falls back. You know, like that straight backwards fall that people do.
Yeah, legs straight into the air.
Yeah.
Donk.
Dong. And Branic says,
Well, maybe she got other skills. Get her up, boys.
the two come back over again, grab Seph under the arms, start dragging her back, pop a little vial in her mouth of healing potion, and yeah, Seph, you are enthralled as well. Yeah.
Who's next?
I'm sorry, can we just take a moment
You can
to
pay the
talk
toll.
behind
Mommy.
the...
Only 50 gold now.
50?
Cut your
That's
losses.
not so... Okay, 50's not bad.
If we could we're just going to talk for just a moment behind the cart. Is that okay?
You can do what you want. Take too long, maybe my boys will get twitchy hands.
You don't want to do that. You don't.
Okay,
You better watch out.
I'm going
What?
to go behind the cart and I'm gonna say, do you think if I just really quickly just and I play,
Okay.
I'm gonna bardic in. Wait, I can't do it to myself, can I? Is that a
think so.
thing? I don't know how to
don't
play a
think so,
bard.
no.
Bardic inspiration.
When I think about you, I inspire myself.
As a bonus action, you can inspire another creature within 60 feet of yourself who can see or hear you. Yeah. I cast it on Halwin, and I say, look, you've now got the ability to take him on. Go.
Okay. That's what I believe you. Let's go.
Let's go. You've got this.
Come on, Branic. Let's do this.
All right.
He says the same words and says,
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Let's go. Come on now. Put him up.
Okay. You put higher? They're up as high as I can go. You put yours lower.
let me
You
roll
put them
it.
down.
Let me roll a dice. Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay.
What are we doing? Initiative?
Roll me initiative.
Good God.
You got to beat 27, my second nat 20.
Oh my god!
I'm
Why?
gonna let you go first. You can go first. How about that? I will-
Okay. He.
Well, I'll try. Let me. You know, who knows? Let's see if I roll initiative.
Well, you rolled 27. There's no way I could beat that.
Yeah.
You go first.
He's gonna
Free
try and
shot.
he's gonna try and
You first.
grapple. He's gonna try and grapple you. Give me an acrobatics
Grapple
or an
me?
athletics check.
Grapple me. Well, that sucks. Both of those are not good.
You
Who
have to
the fuck?
beat a 13. I'm highlighted on Pixel Ricard.
Oh!
His enormous gloved hand comes down as if to try and just grab at you.
And go between his legs.
Yes.
Woohoo! Oh! Come on, slowpoke.
Slip through his legs.
Get him!
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What do you do? It's your turn.
Slippery gloves, huh? Weird. Interesting. All right, so I'm gonna, I guess, hit him. I don't know. I can't really. Stylish points don't do anything, right?
I mean, they won't in this fight, no.
Aim for his speed bag.
I should. I'm eye level, aren't I? I'm gonna. Hold on.
Does it cost anything to do an action?
No.
No, you just
No.
pick one of the ones to do.
So if I wanted to dodge the entire fight, I couldn't tire him out.
It doesn't cost anything to attack, so you will
Yeah, that's
tire him
that's,
out.
that's damn it. Okay.
Oh shit. Okay. I will.
Yeah, I guess that's a rule for when you have more than one, well, more than 10
Right.
participants.
I guess I'll faint. Like actually pass out? No, I think I'll. Yeah, I'll. Let me see. Strength is not great. Deception is also.
You do have Bardic Inspiration, so you'll get a plus 1d4
Oh yeah.
or a plus 1d6.
Yeah, I think after dodging that and having Bardic Inspiration, I believe that I could hit this guy. So I'm gonna try to go. I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him the old one too. What am I rolling? I'm rolling
A d20. Well, just
A
roll
D20.
an athletics or an acrobatics check, basically.
None of those are great.
Reload
20.
application.
Okay, hold on. Something happened to my thingy. The suspense.
We cut back to Ricard on the cart.
I am looking up and down the road like, how? I'm thinking to myself, how easily do you think I could get out of this? Could I just run into the woods? Like, do you think while they're distracted, Brad, like, can I perceive if they're paying attention to me at all?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
7.
Perfect.
Branic isn't looking at you.
Okay. Perfect.
Got and
Yeah.
Seph, do you have ranged weapons?
Yes, I am a ranger.
Oh, right.
Seph, what is your
He's now the
go-to ranged
sniper.
weapon? Do you have like a firebolt
Sorry,
or
Alpha?
something?
Oh, well, yeah. Magic missile or
Yeah,
firebolt.
you can use those. You're still you. You're just enthralled. Okay, so we then switch from Ricard watching Branic to the 6 crossbows, 3 bows and arrows, now that Got is aimed at Ricard, and a prepared magic missile ready to go the moment Ricard attempts to run, and the horse. Back in the fight.
Can I throw caltrops on the ground?
You can do whatever you want. You are not
I'd like to do
enthralled. You did sort of agree
Gonna
to particular
break the rules.
terms, but
Well, those are not weapons. They are equipment.
okay. Yeah. You want to use your
Okay,
action
I'm
to
gonna-
throw
I'm gonna hit
caltrops
him
on the
first.
ground? Okay.
I'm gonna hit him first. I'm gonna try hitting him.
This is an
advantage to
athletics
mine?
check, so yeah, athletics check.
Roll mode, public, strength, and I.
Well, it's a d20 plus
Situational
proficiency
bonus. Can
plus
I do
strength.
plus 1d4 on this?
we can just roll it.
Yeah, just roll
See if I
1d20
can-
plus your proficiency plus
Hey,
strength.
look at that.
17, baby.
Your proficiency is only 1.
Yeah.
What's the d4?
No, my proficiency is 2. I'm
What-
not proficient in athletics.
What's the d4?
The D4 was the bardic inspiration.
Bardic inspiration.
Ah. 17 hits.
So I guess it's totally okay. Great. And then now I do an amount of damage. which
You have
is
a
D4
flat
plus
0 for strength. I think because you get to add your proficiency, so it would have been higher.
I have one. I have a +1 for strength
Okay, so that's actually a 19,
for
I
some
think.
reason. That's 19.
Because you're proficient with
Okay.
fists. Where do you punch him?
I'm proficient with fists. I'm gonna punch him. I go between the legs. And I guess how does he react as I go between his legs?
He does the cartoonish thing of
So
like
I'm-
slowly turning as you, vanish.
Okay.
I have to rules lawyer this because I'm scared we're going to TPK. So technically, you add the 1d6, and you
Oh.
add it if you fail.
Oh.
Okay, so
So-
this would have been. Let me work it out.
Thank you.
So this is a 13 roll. So take off the d4. You have a +1. So you would have had a +3. So it would have still hit. So you can.
Okay, great.
You can
Thank
keep
you.
the bardic inspiration.
So keep the bardic.
Thank you.
It's a
I may
D6.
need that. Okay. So he's turning around. I guess I punch him in the butt, or I could punch him in the speed bag. I don't know how to do that.
I pinned that comment, by the way, from PB. That says now he's afraid of the TPK.
Well, we're getting close to the end,
Oh,
you know.
it's scary.
The panic sets in when
Now
it's
he wants to
almost
win
over,
D&D.
you know?
Now he's worried. Yeah, I'm gonna punch him in the loincloth. It's really the only thing I can
All right,
sort
you're
of
going to
reach
go for the
besides
old
those
speed bowls.
Yeah, right, exactly.
All right, give me the
Everything else is
damage.
just muscles and tree trunk. I can't do that. All right, so, and I'm not talking about his legs, ladies. So I'm gonna hit him with the, where is my, and then I hit him with damage, right? D4 plus strength. Did I roll it? No, I didn't. Here you go. This +1. 5.
+1 is a 5.
Ah! Yep.
Damn. Okay, yeah, you crack him in the
Holy
bollocks. Boom! He just.
Sorry, buddy. It's the only thing I could have hit.
He stumbles a little bit and
No hard
says,
feelings.
You agreed to be honorable in the fight. You think that's honorable, boy? I'll show you.
Hit me! Shut up and hit me!
gonna try and hit you. 17 to hit.
I use shield.
Do you?
Don't use
Yeah.
shield. That's gonna
I
break
can't.
the rules.
I can't control it.
All right. You use shield.
I use shield.
Yeah. How does it look?
As it goes to hit me, I go to dodge, and as I'm wincing, it hits and just bounces off. I don't actually see it happen, but I close my eyes. Probably a flash of light that I would see, but maybe like a runic breeze just sort of freezes it in the air for a second as a rhyme of magic just sort of stays on the glove as a reaction, as just sort of stops something. Just breaks the reality of momentum for him as it was close to hitting my face.
Yeah. You close your eyes and this crunches in, and immediately, as you open your eyes, they're red.
No spells, boy, you're mine.
The little gnome from behind says,
Oh, disqualification! Come on! Where's the ref?
and they all laugh. The bandits.
Ain't no spells allowed.
His enormous boxing gloves are like reaching down and cupping his loincloth.
Damn. Little guy hits hard, though, for a cheater. Well. One left. You want to give me a minute here, boy? Need to catch my breath.
Don't let him have it. Don't let him.
I didn't know you were scared. I thought you could take us all.
Okay, you won't fight now? Come on now, get in line.
He shouts at you, Halwin.
Do you still have the bottom part of your dress on? Just out of curiosity.
Yes,
I can paint the main colour of it,
absolutely.
sure. Great.
I'm I'm still wearing a dress. Yeah, I'm looking around at all the crossbows pointed at me, and I'm like, well, I guess this time we fight. And I'm going to tear the sleeves off of my dress, revealing rather chiseled biceps. And I'm ready to go.
How inspiring.
I'm going to teach you how a bard deals with an unruly crowd, you son of a lout.
He speaks the same words.
You agree to the bargain?
I agree.
Come on then, put him up. Let's get it on, come on.
Roll me initiative. This is it. He has 8 hit points left.
That man.
Okay.
He's rolled a 13 on his initiative.
You're welcome.
Remind me where initiative is on
Top left underneath your character picture.
Yeah. Or it's dexterity
Okay,
plus
okay, yep.
proficiency, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, actually.
6.
He's sort of like awkwardly pulling at his loincloth in these enormous boxing gloves, and he sort of takes a few steps towards you, and he is gonna launch an attack at you here. Now I am
That hits.
gonna give him disadvantage on this, and I'll tell you why if it misses. 12.
Makes it, breaks it.
He throws a punch at you, and he almost misses. This thing actually collides with your chest and slides awkwardly off of it. There is oil all over his gloves as he strikes, and he seems shocked, even as this collides with you.
What the hell?
There's a bunch of oil all over his gloves, which matches the oil from the wheel of your cart, suspiciously. But you still take the damage. So it is 1d4 plus 4 max damage.
What the hell, man?
Spins
Stop
you.
rolling like
Spins you round, sliding. He kind of awkwardly stumbles one way.
You guys are tricksy, huh? Hope that didn't hurt too much, boy. Come on, you promised me a good fight.
Okay. I am. I'm just gonna try to punch him. I don't have a choice. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the punch. Ah. A 25, baby!
A natural 20, dude? No way. Hold on, man. What were the rules? A natural 20 on an attack roll is a crit hit. You roll an extra damage die, so you roll 2d4 plus strength. Oh, you take the higher result, so you double the higher. So roll 2 of them and take double of the highest dice. Is that what it's saying?
Let's see.
Roll an extra damage die. Use the higher result.
Yeah.
We're doing that.
It's up to you.
We're doing that because you
I
rolled
think
it.
it
What it
means.
says, rules as written.
Okay, so 2d4.
It might be that you roll 2d4s and you take the higher of the two, but I want to
And you
double
take
it.
the higher
Just
roll.
roll 2d. In fact, just roll 2d4. We'll split the diff. 2d4 plus 4, or 2d4 plus strength even. I don't know what your strength is. We'll take whatever that is. 6.
If only he didn't roll so bad.
It comes down to this. What does this look like? What do you do here? Just
12 AC.
what's
that?
What do you do here? Why does this look so
Oh,
good? Like what? How do you do something?
I think, yeah. I mean, I think he slips, right? And when he hits me, the oil like slips off of my chest. And I go, oh, please, no. And I think maybe that gives him pause, like, what? And then as I'm sort of crouched over, I just sort of sneakily give him, like, just this right hook. Just, right across the jaw, like, with all my strength from a, like, doubled over position. Like, he's not expecting it, and that's why it hit so hard.
Yeah.
But his jaw is literally made of iron.
Yeah,
So,
he's more shocked than anything as this collides. He stumbles a little bit, surprised.
Well, now, maybe you got some fight in you after all.
He brings back his fist, kind of glances down at his gloves curiously, and then he does nothing special here. He's just going to try and hit you with a straight.
Yeah, of course he is.
He does have
He
disadvantage.
doesn't want to.
Thanks to Halwin.
Okay, yeah.
A 16. A 16. I think what happens here, he brings his fist back, and it's very like Tekken. There is a moment where he ignites the gloves with flame, and they burst into fire, and
More flame.
and burn away the oil.
God damn it.
As he brings the fist forward and it strikes and collides with you, nothing happens. His fist stops in midair. It's a millimeter away from striking your chest.
Shit. You got me. Damn.
The gnome says,
Unfortunately, you can't cast a spell, Branic. Disqualified?
Now. Don't y'all worry about it. Hughes is right. I done cast a spell. Tricksy little gnome got me before. Well, then you free to go.
All of us, or
what was the bargain? If
It
one
was
of
that
you
all
can
of us
defeat
get to
me
go and
alone,
we could-
then all of you go free. You can take one of my enthralled. Choose carefully. Your eyes, each of you, stop being red. Whatever weapon you're holding, you're like aiming it at Rickard or the horse.
I launch it.
And do you really?
At Rickard, yes.
Okay, fucking
shoot
make me
with
an
a
attack
bolt.
roll.
I had no.
Make me an attack
I'm
roll.
getting control of myself, yes. So it's like all of a sudden, I'm back in the room, right?
yeah.
And then I think I would have gone slash.
Shoot me.
Not intentionally, of course, but
Right. No one said, hey, keep your fingers tense because you're about to get teleported into a body drawing a bow.
16.
Perfect.
Does it hit you?
Yeah.
All right. He releases them from the enthrallment, and then an arrow strikes Rickard. How much damage do you deal?
Why did you do that?
Where?
Got him.
The damage.
Fuck.
Perfect.
11.
I'm down.
Fuck you.
I'm unconscious.
You fucking hit him square in the chest. Rickard falls over. Branic turns back and says,
Well, damn. Huh.
That's the highest
No!
Oh my god.
I run over as fast
straight
as I
away.
can. I slide and I... No!
Wake up,
Shit!
wake up, wake up, wake up.
Which one of
Oh,
these you
boy,
want
that
to
is-
take with you?
Twice.
That is...
Brannick doesn't
that
even
is-
give a shit that the Rickard's like laying on the ground bleeding out.
That one over there. The elf woman.
All right.
Flicks his glove, thumb, and the
You hold
informant
him to pull the arrow out. This will help.
breaks on Tima. Are you doing anything to heal Rickard, or do I need to get him to do a death save?
I'm gonna pull the arrow out, which is what you're not supposed to do. But as I
Okay,
do it, I'm
roll me a
gonna.
death
Blood just squirts
roll me a
in
death
your
save.
face.
Immediately roll
But
me a
as
death
I do
save.
it, I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna cure
What's
you.
wrong with you people?
He's just like he's doing it wrong, but he uses his next spell to
The
heal.
intention was right.
Yeah, exactly. What am I'm rolling this. Oh, I have to click my token. Does Pixel Me work as a token to
No.
use?
No, it's not a
Pixel
real
you was
token.
not here.
Remove. You shouldn't need pixel tokens again. I'll keep them just in case. You can go back
I
to
can't
your
wait for the
actual character sheet.
re-reckoning eventually.
I don't know why it's not letting me.
Well, you can just roll what it is. You're doing a healing. What are you doing? Cure wounds?
Yeah, I'm curing the wound.
What is cure wounds? A D8 plus spell modifier?
There we go. I think I got it.
Wow,
I
healed
healed
Branic.
him on accident. Whoops.
That's cool.
9.
9. Okay. Oh my god!
Yeah, I knew that would work.
Why did you
God,
do
you're
that?
alive.
Why did you shoot me?
I didn't shoot you.
Yes, you did.
No. Let's arguing now. Now we run. Now we leave. Now we go.
Okay, but who are we going to take? We should probably think carefully about it, right? Because
She's
that's what
already
you
been
said.
snapped free of the thing, and she's sort of like turning around. Tima, this
I look at her-
elven, 19-year-old elven girl, hair kind of all out of place from being enthralled for multiple months.
I
You
tie
picked the
her up
most
hog
useless
tie
person
style.
out of all of them. What are you doing?
She's the one we want, Rickard.
As they're arguing, I hog tie her.
You grab her. She's literally
get her.
so confused, and then immediately screaming, hitting you, trying to hit you. You just grab her, hog tie her. She's literally like, stop it, please, no, please, ah! And grabbing, screaming. Brannick's literally just watching all of this happen.
Yeah, okay.
He said pick carefully. We could have maybe picked someone who could help us defeat this man.
You ain't gonna defeat me, boy. You couldn't take one arrow. Come on now.
It was a good arrow, though. I'd like to
And
see
you
you
couldn't
take
hit
one.
me. And you couldn't hit me.
Yeah, but what did you do to my gloves there, boy? Come on.
What do you mean when I
At
do
least
your
I
gloves?
didn't cheat.
He cheated first. You got lucky.
I'm a halfling,
It
that's
means a
why.
lot to me that you are choosing now to challenge this man, but we must leave.
That's right.
Yep, we're leaving now. We're going to go to our wagon and put this
This is
equipment
all
in the back
welcome
and untie
back
her
whenever you
immediately.
want.
Okay. I'll be back.
See
This
you
was fun.
never.
Tima is on Got's shoulder and is saying, "What are you doing? Who are you?
We're saving you.
What about Liza? What about Pipwick?"
Don't worry about them.
We'll get them. I'll get them. Hey,
Wait.
you
Wait,
bumbling
wait, where we
oaf.
go?
I'm
He's
leading
saying this to
Got to the
Brannick.
wagon.
I'm marching to the wagon.
Are you shouting at Brannick, you bumbling
I'm
oaf?
with you.
I'm leading her
Yes.
onto the. If Rickard is going in a bumbling oaf, I'm on the horse and I'm on my way back to town.
Yeah, the wagon is moving away. Rickard,
Wait,
Jumping
wait,
Why are
on
you
the
running
wagon.
away?
Brannick turns
What are you
around.
saying?
Wait.
Come back. I'm chasing it.
Hold on.
My dress, my skirts, picking them up and running after. I can't wait for me.
Hold on. Branic,
What now?
there is a tournament, a fighting tournament during the Jubilee. I think you'd be very good at it. You should bring your friends.
I'll think about it. You gonna fight, boy?
I'll be there. You want a round two?
Maybe. if they let me through
Okay,
the
well,
wall.
I'll see you at the Jubilee. Bring your friends.
Yeah, maybe I will, boy. Maybe I'll see you on the
Alright.
road again.
Okay.
The
Bye.
cart starts
See you at the
trundling.
Jubilee.
The cart starts trundling back down the iron road. Yeah, I think we sort of all witness as the common folk and the bandits kind of make their way back inside. Branic, the last one at the doorway, kind of turns back, looks towards the road. There's a slight smile to his mouth, a flick of embers, and he disappears into the old iron mine as well. And we follow you on the road. You have an elf girl who is tied up, hogtied in the back, literally screaming, panicking, completely beyond confused.
Okay. We're not actually bandits.
I
What are we doing?
untie her. I untie her immediately when I get back in the cart.
Yeah, we're not actually bandits, lady.
Who are you?
We're heroes. You're welcome.
I? The last thing I remember was... Oh,
Rickard and the Fantastic Three.
how does my lip look? It looks
Fabulous, Free.
completely fine. There's no wound to it at all.
We're here on behalf of your dad, Baron Willow
My
Vale.
father?
Mm-hmm. He's real worried about you, and we're bringing you home.
Those terrible
Wait,
bandits, that awful man. What happened? Why am I so hungry? Oh, do you have any food?
I yanked my satchel away from her. Nope. Nope.
I say, wait, hold on, everyone. I think if we can get those gloves off of him, maybe the gloves are like enchanted or something, and they have some sort of power.
I'm
And they're
inspected
what's
them, they were
enthralling everyone.
they
I
were
have
powerful.
trusted you so far, Rickard. But our quest was to save this one. Was
No,
it
it
not?
wasn't.
Oh, our quest was to get the bandits away from the road, actually.
And
This was just a side quest.
There's a secondary objective to the quest.
you said it. Roll the credits.
All right, I'll do it. I'm clicking the button. See you, everyone. Thanks for watching. They're not really rolling. You're back. You're back.
good. All
You're
right.
back on stage.
Oh,
The lights go back on.
All right.
We've got to go back there. I think if we get those gloves off of him, we can break the
You're
spell.
out of your mind, and you almost got me killed.
You're fine.
Guys! I challenged him to fight at the Adventurers Brawl.
He's not going to come
I'm not
there.
sure he'll go.
What do
He's
you
very
mean?
happy
Why?
where he is.
What do you mean? He loves
Because
the
he's
defeat. Get more
enthralling
people.
out there. He has 15 servants doing his
He
bidding.
can control the whole town.
No, he couldn't. He knows that.
How do you
How
know
do
that?
you know?
Yeah.
He does not strike me as an idiot.
I don't know. He struck
You
me
think
pretty
he
hard.
can? I'm sorry. You think that man believes that he can enthrall the entire city of Aldessa?
Yeah.
Maybe?
If he was that delusional, then we could have tricked him easily. But he
You
didn't.
thought.
I think we did.
Ugh,
I think we did trick him.
shaking with anger. If you want to get his gloves so badly, why don't you go back there in your stupid skirts and go and do it yourself?
Excuse me?
Yeah, I
Oh,
said it.
boy.
They
I'll
look
have
stupid, and
you
they're the
know,
wrong color
this is
for
a
you
very
anyway.
high quality costume of skirts.
Well, you should get your money back because they look cheap.
Oh no.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll go and do the quest on my own, and all the gold will come to me. How about that?
It's already done.
If you're
The
on
quest is
your own,
done.
you will die tomorrow.
No, I
Guaranteed.
won't.
Yes, you will.
I could survive on my own.
I don't think that's
You're
true.
the one who doesn't know what she's doing.
What do you mean? You turned into an ape to try and defeat other
And it worked.
Only because everybody else did all of the work around you! You were
And
an
it worked.
obstacle!
Yeah.
I don't remember it that way.
Well, I'm glad your memory is as faulty as your ideas.
Okay, well,
We failed the mission. We
No, we didn't.
barely
We failed.
tried.
We didn't fail the mission.
Well, the guild isn't gonna pay us, are they?
Well, then we're not
Because
going to know that. We have to wait till tomorrow or the Jubilee, and then we turn it in. Because then then we'll know if they are at the Jubilee, then we'll get paid.
What makes you think they're going to the Jubilee?
Because I just challenged him. I just challenged him to fight me at the Adventurers Brawl.
I didn't even hear you say that. Are you sure he did?
Yeah, I did that. I challenged him. If he brings his friends to the Adventurers Brawl, then he's off the road and we turn it in that day. If we turn it in that day, then we get paid and then we also get the secondary objective.
if he shows up in town.
Right.
When
That's
all
better
the
than what we have
guilds
now, which
know
is
the
us
name
going on
Brannick the
darn.
Cracked already. He is a dead man. I do not believe he will show up.
We wait. We wait until the
aren't-
Jubilee and then we
Listen.
turn it in. Because if we
Aren't we
turn it in
supposed
now,
to
he's
be-
not there.
Meeting that man the morning of the Jubilee anyway? So we're not gonna have time to turn anything in.
Okay, that's the only way this is going to work, though.
Listen, we have no money. Right?
Yeah, we collectively know. I have some.
And, okay, well, I need to complete this quest.
My father will
Okay.
give you money. Please don't take me back there.
We're not going to take you. We're not going to take you back there. Oh, hold on. Sorry. And I take out my little backpack and I open it up and I grab some hardtack and I snap it and I give some to her. Here
Oh
you
my
go.
god. Oh,
No, it's okay. It's pronounced Halwin.
We
the
can always
Minecraft
go
eating
back.
noises start happening.
Wow, you're making a pixely mess.
We need to finish this quest. This is our first step at becoming something great. Can't you
Tonight?
see it? What?
Tonight?
Well, when else are we supposed to do it?
You want to turn it in tonight? What do you want to do? I was
No,
eating.
I want to complete
It's really loud
the
eating
quest.
hardtack.
How do you think we can complete the quest and get the money? You want to go
I
back
said
there?
Take the gloves
Right.
off. If we take the gloves
So you
off,
want to go
How-
back there right now and take the gloves off of him?
yes.
What are you going to do?
Well, maybe
Did you notice
Maybe I
how 3
distract
of us were
them.
defeated?
I
Did you-
distract them and you pull the gloves off.
It's that easy.
That's easy.
No, I
You
was
see
joking.
How
It's
many
not that easy.
crossbows they had?
They're not going to shoot us. They're going to do their whole thing where they say, you know,
You
do
would
you
bet
want
your
blood
life on
or-
that.
I shot you in the chest and I had no idea I was even aiming.
That,
So you
yeah.
did shoot me in the chest. And I start batting at him like,
Okay, whoa. Stop fighting, you two. Whoa, take it easy, Rickard.
fine, let's go back. You all owe me some wine or something, though, because this has been a terrible day.
Because you don't have any money, yeah, that was going to happen. Yeah, we're going to have to pay for it.
Listen, we can go back. I can get his gloves. I could have shot him there and there. Maybe I should have. But to me it seems as if we do not have what it takes to do that. At least not together. If you try and get his gloves, he'll tear you apart. Success or no.
I don't want to be torn apart.
I don't want to be doing part. I'm having a lot of fun, by the way. This is great. Thanks for inviting me onto this this group, this little adventure thing we're doing.
I am not.
In-
Please,
Oh,
I just
yeah,
want to
I'm
go
not sure.
home.
Yeah, I
We're-
know. Here
we're
you go,
going,
yeah.
we're-
I know.
we're
I'll give
going.
you more. I'll give you more rations. Here you go. Wow, Rickard. Sorry, he's being a real Richard. All right, so I think, hear me out. Patience gets the quest done.
Yeah, look, there are other ways to build reputation, and we did good. Look, we did good. We rescued her. That's good. We did a good thing. We should be proud.
I agree with Rickard. I am not satisfied either. We failed this quest. We should go back, but not tonight.
Yes.
But not tonight.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah, maybe after the Jubilee, but then we turn it in first. And
I stand up on the cart. Listen, everyone. We can do this together.
Wow.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday we will defeat that massively attractive, delicious orc of a orc.
Do I feel suitably inspired by your words?
Are you inspired? Do I?
How convincing were
part
you?
Of inspiration.
I more want to know how convincing you were at convincing me.
Oh, you want me to roll
believe
like
you.
performance? I can do that.
Yeah, or persuasion? I don't know. Persuasive feeling.
Yeah, I'll do a persuasion check. I roll a 12.
I sit back
so bad
defeated.
at rolling.
So bad at charisma. Genuinely better at fist fighting.
You should have played a fighter.
Yeah, I should have.
We're gonna get you home, and your dad's gonna be happy, and we did a good thing anyway, so it's fine.
It's not about the quest, it's about saving the lady, but also it's about the quest. Great job, everybody. I think we did it.
We did great. Rickard and the Fabulous Three saved a damsel in distress. They will write ballads of us.
They better. Why don't you do it? You can write ballads, can't you? You write ballads of it.
I didn't really feel like it.
Okay. So what are we heading back when drinks?
Drinks on you, new guy.
We should really drop her off first.
Right.
Probably.
Well, do you want a drink? Do you want a drink? You've been away for so long.
I just want to go home.
Okay, great. Let's go take you home.
Okay, you head back to Eldessa. I mean, you're only like 20 minutes out from the gate, 25 minutes, something like that.
The gates are closed, yes.
But yes, you pull up to a small slum of tents on the very outskirts of the town. There are many merchants and travelers that have not made it in by the 12 o'clock cutoff. The gates have come down. You can see that there are people, there are military soldiers moving around on the battlements and moving around behind the gates. You can hear the city and the town in full swing on the other side of the gates, but there is also this little small varying different things: tents, wagons, people sitting, drinking, campfires, and there's a pretty decent amount of people that are sitting outside the gate as well. A few caravan guards kind of sitting on the edge of where the camp is, keeping an eye out for any stray monsters that might come this close. But you kind of join this, outer wall slum. The gates are closed to you until morning. It is... They probably... I mean, you haven't been gone for very long. You've probably only been gone for like an hour and a half or something. So literally, I think would be like 12:30, 1 a.m. The gates will open, I think, at 6. So, what do you do?
What did you mean before, earlier? When you called that orc attractive, you mean because we're going back to fight him, yes?
No, Gotti, I meant his rippling muscles and his, well, evil demeanor that makes you think perhaps something there is fixable. You know, like maybe he's not all bad and maybe he'd be nice to you and you alone, and you'd have a special private relationship that only you two understand, and if anyone ever tried to hurt me, he'd beat them up.
Is that why you two are... You know what? Never mind.
I don't follow, but I'll have you know that my people do not fornicate for recreation.
Why?
We don't.
That's
It
so
is not
sad.
our custom.
Excuse me.
Yes.
What?
Are we not going inside?
Shut up! We can't get in the gate. It's closed.
But I live in there. I'm sure they'll let me in.
Sure. Yes. Why don't
Okay,
you
yeah,
try?
we'll try. Why don't we
have them
try
let
your
you
idea,
in?
lady, the new lady? Let's go see if the new lady wants to. See what she's got a better plan than us. Sure, lead the way.
She awkwardly hops off the back of the wagon and kind of
They follow her.
steps
Every time you
away.
insult her, we losing money, probably.
She
Something
walks
I'm telling her she did.
Besides, if
slowly
you tried, you
through
would surely
the-
be dead before.
the
What?
camp and meanders up towards the actual city gate and looks through. There's two of them. There are two portcullises. There's a very large and battered one, and then a newer one on the outside. And she looks through and sort of looks back at you all. Looks back through the gate, waits for a little while, and sees a shadow move on the other side and says, "Excuse me, excuse." And then they walk past. She looks back at you guys. The guardsman turns back. What? Oh, she's looking at Halwin, and then she looks back to the guard. Could I come in, please? I live within town. The guardsman says, "No one in or out. It's been the rules for 100 years." Yes, but I live within... No one. Now clear off.
We just saved her. We saved her.
Yeah, come back at
About a
daylight.
quest?
Gate opens at daylight. Unless you can climb.
Are we allowed to
we can
climb
climb?
up then? Is that what you're saying? Really?
If you can make it to
We're
the
allowed
top.
to just climb over and not get in trouble?
Is that a challenge?
Go on, climb up.
Oh, boy.
See what the boys have got to say for you. Go on.
No.
Have a good climb. And the guy moves off. At the top of the
getting
wall,
mixed
there's like
messages.
military. There's
Yeah, this guy's out
each
to
one of them
get her.
carrying like a lance.
Oh, you look ugly in that skull cap.
Just moves away from you. The girl says, "Why won't they let us in? I live there."
Well, it seems like this is how it's been for 100
Do you
years.
not, have you ever been out of town before?
Are you sure you live here?
Only once or twice. And it was exclusively throughout the day. This was my first time leaving by myself.
And
Okay,
you're not
well,
gonna make
there
that
are
mistake
rules.
again.
Right. What do we do then? Do we stay outside
I guess.
How,
with these
the
people?
wind is dawn.
And she looks back to the sort of merchants and stuff. They don't look too rough. There's there's groups of adventurers. A few of them look a little sort of rough around the edges. But she is like scared of everyone. Won't we? Shouldn't we
You're in
be?
safe hands. I mean, we saved you, didn't we? We're fine.
Right. All right.
Just, have a bit of faith. God.
How did you do that? How did you save me? Why?
I turn slowly to Rickard.
I don't remember.
Well, I'll tell you exactly how we did it. My name is Rickard, and these are the fabulous three. We used our talents. We stunned them. We persuaded, we overcame, and we got you out because we care. That's why.
You're adventurers.
That's right. Cream of the crop adventurers.
Wow.
What's your name again?
Tima.
You know, if you cleaned up a little bit, you'd be quite pretty.
Well,
Rickard,
What?
what is wrong with you?
What?
You.
She's
Yes, everything's gonna be just fine. And I like pat her on the shoulder and sort of, let's find a place to sit, I guess.
Okay. She just kind of follows you guys around. You find an area to cotch up for the night.
I start sitting between her and Ricard whenever I possibly can. Acting as a human shield.
God, I wasn't hitting on her. Leave me alone.
That wasn't the
And you
problem.
won't.
Still is dressed as a princess.
Yeah, I'm still dressed with the sleeves torn off, skirts underneath. Yeah.
All right.
Low cut. It's low cut now.
Miranda squawks above you, finds a place near Got to land and sit in the back of the cart, maybe. You can sort of fast forward through this time if you'd like and just spend the night here. You did a long rest before you left, so you won't really suffer anything for just waiting this out. You'll technically do a short rest, but I don't think it will affect anything for any of you because you didn't do any proper mechanical stuff. So, but you can if you want do a short rest. If you sleep, you sleep. And you know, around 5-6 hours passes. The sun starts to come up, and as it does so, there's the as the portcullis comes up. You start hearing shouts from the guards. "Oi, line up, no one rushing, no one pushing." And a lot of the merchants and people and adventurers and travelers all start to get back into line. You hear the everyone is suddenly shifting and moving. You guys hop onto the cart. Tima is asleep, like for sure, and just waking up confused, sort of like following you, and you join the back of the caravan process. As you get to the gate, there is a guard, a similar looking guard. They have that large green and gold sort of plate mail on with the helms that cover their eyes, leaving only their mouths exposed. As you sort of pull up, the guardsman says, "Yes, what are you doing in this city? Are you here for business or pleasure?"
We are returning from business, guild business.
You live in the city?
Business.
Mm-hmm.
All of you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, all of us.
Yes, sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, anybody? Right, so paperwork, please.
Oh, yeah.
Paperwork. What are
He like glances over it. Adventurous, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm. And we just completed an adventure successfully. I'll have you know.
Right.
Yep.
Extremely successfully, we saved this young woman.
Right.
Come here, darling. Come here.
Do you not have any
We've been
paperwork?
taking care of her for hours.
He says.
I'm sorry.
No,
What?
I live in the
She was captured.
merchant district.
Do
Right.
we have...
What's your name?
Okay.
Tima Willowvale. Tima Willowvale. Okay, and he takes a bit of information for her. She gives like her address and stuff, and then he says, "Okay, all right. Go on next." And you trundle on through the gate.
Go, go, go.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Straight to the merchant district, I guess. We go. No stops. Right there. Let's go.
Okay.
Do you know where that is, Scott?
Have we been there
Merchant
before?
district.
Yeah, we've been in
Yes,
merchant
we were
district.
there
I know exactly
literally
what
They're gonna take us
yesterday.
back.
Remember the
If we
guy
did
we
it-
met?
I read the cart there.
Ride the cart there. Yeah, you head back down to the merchant's district, and you start looking for the Willow Vale textures and dyes shop, I think is what it was, in the Green Thread Market. Yeah, you make your way. Like maybe there's a turn here that you get wrong, but Tima corrects you, and you make your way back. The cart's sort of pulling up outside of this very tall townhouse. You head up to the door. The place is not. Previously, it was like a shop entrance, and as you push on the door, it doesn't open. It's locked. the Tima kind of bangs on the door and starts shouting, "Mother! Father!" And a few moments later, the door swings open. You see Baron, wide-eyed, glances at all of you and then looks down at Tima. Behind him, you see a tall, quite calm and quite intense-looking elven woman walking down and out. She's wearing sort of a robe over her clothes. As she sees all of you, she covers herself a little further, and but then she glances and sees Tima, and you notice that her expression softens, and Baron grabs Tima. Tima rushes into his arms. The three of them have a sort of a pretty warm, but like not like it's almost awkward at first when they are reunited, but they sort of have this interaction as they reunite. Tima is crying. Baron has like a tear to his eyes. The mum doesn't. But Baron then eventually turns to each of you and says, "By the gods, I didn't think that you were going to be able to do it. I am forever in your debt."
How dare you? We are very competent.
Well, you are, yes. You
Now
really,
he knows
truly
we're
are.
competent, Seph.
You are you're the first adventurers. What?
Rickard in the Fabulous Three, I'll have you know.
Not
Yes,
our name.
I shall never
Record in
forget
the
it.
Fabulous Three.
I shall tell everyone of your deeds. Truly.
Yes. And you know what speaks louder than words?
What?
Coin.
We had to
And I
spend
put
some
out
money
my
to
hand.
get her back. So
Yes,
you know,
of course. We must offer them something. And he rushes back to the back of the room and pulls open one of the chests and drags out like a little a coin purse. And then he drags out another coin purse and then another one. And he runs around the table and and he hands you 3 coin purses and says, "There's that's all I have on me. But we certainly."
we don't need all of this.
We don't
surely.
want to take all your money.
Right.
Hold on. He said on him. I'm sure he has more
Yes,
somewhere else.
I've
This'll
more
be
at the
fine.
banks. This is just.
Okay.
Okay.
Please take this
sure.
and our thanks. I mean, I can't believe it. Thank you so very much. If you ever need clothing, high quality textiles, you know, Felsenhort's finest, then swing through.
Do you do princess dresses?
He glances at Rickard and then
do a
kind of
slow
glances
turn
back to Seph
Seph.
and says, "Anything for you, dear. Yes, if we can arrange. Only
I'll
the very
send you
best.
my measurements.
Yes."
It's like eyeing up Rickard.
he like shakes each of your hands, attempts to shake Gott's. I don't know if Gott knows what that is.
I could use new clothes.
He says, "Certainly after the Jubilee, come on through, and we'll get you some of the finest clothing. Though really we don't offer anything by way of adventuring. It really would only be sort of high class
Whatever.
fashion."
Perfect.
Okay.
"Thank you again." And he sort of turns away from you and goes back to dinner with Tima. And Tima is just like, she's rambling. "And then we were on the road, and then before we knew it, it was so very strange. And then I had to fight a giant orc." What do you do?
That's great. We take them. They just left bags of money on the table?
You got 3 coin purses, yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yes, I
grabbed them.
take those immediately.
No, I
and
grabbed them.
I will fight you for them. You don't have any money. You don't know what to do with it. Come now.
As we're all being very
Hello,
polite
everyone.
as we say goodbye, there's a secret. There's a little like.
Yeah, and the moment you step out of the door, it becomes this brawl.
Give me that back. I think we'll probably go back to the wagon and count the money
Oh, wait.
immediately.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
we should
you
probably-
you jump into the back of the cart and start counting out the coins. There's 150 gold pieces
Yo.
in
Nice.
3 separate coin purses of 50 each.
Okay, wait. Do we want to split this between us now, or do we have one person with all the money? Because if one person gets pickpocketed, or it's probably not sensible if one person has all the money, right? So I should have some of the money, right?
I'm not so sure. What happened to all the money you had before this?
What happened to the money you had before this?
Yeah, Rickard.
I still have it, of course.
Where is it?
In my coin purse.
And we're
Where
riding
you
on
will
it. You
not,
gave us
and
the
you
cart.
won't find it. I guarantee it.
Have I seen him pull his coin purse out ever?
I haven't taken my
think he
coin
has,
purse.
no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think
Probably
it's real.
not.
You keep it in the stockade pocket.
Excuse me. You say
well-
stockade pocket?
That's right. Keep it in the stockade pocket.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm starving. We should find
I'm
some
pretty
food.
hungry too. When's the Jubilee? Is that today or tomorrow?
The Jubilee.
It's a day
Give
off
me
tomorrow,
2
isn't it?
days.
Yeah, give me a
Damn it.
Halwin, give me a intelligence check, please. Just flat
Slightly
int
above
roll.
average intelligence check.
I'm
I'm
gonna
in
be
the back of the wagon writing things down.
a good guy,
Making
GM.
notes.
Should we not report back to
16.
Foundation about this
Well-
quest?
We
Not
haven't
yet.
really completed it yet, I guess.
Should
We
they
need
not
to
know
we need to
about
figure
the
out a
others?
plan on how we're going to finish this quest. Now we've got a little bit of coin. Perhaps we could hire someone that's really good at punching that could just beat the shit out of him, and then we take his gloves off.
Have you not listened to me?
What?
Have you not listened?
Halwin,
What did you say?
Yes.
just to clarify, each of you really.
Yes, thank you.
So, the Silver Jubilee
Uh-huh.
is in now 2 days. So it will be.
Days from now.
Yeah, you have a clear day. Tomorrow is the Adventurers event that's happening.
Got it.
That is called the Adventurers Silver Festival event. And the day after that is the actual Jubilee, which is just a festival day of. It's the thing where the king comes through the town on a float.
Right.
And people are dancing in the street and stuff. The Adventurers Silver Festival event is not a combat tournament. It is just there are just at each of the guilds there are events
Nice.
that you can compete in and try and win silver crowns, and there are checkpoints between the guilds that offer different things as well. The more crowns you get, the higher you place as a team. Winning teams top 3 teams get a prize. It's not a combat thing. There is a martial arts tournament, which is at the Fighters Guild, coming up at some point. So one of the things
Okay,
that
that's what I was.
we did a sort of soft retcon in our Discord because Myre was asking about it, but in each of the guilds, so you pick up a quest from the guild that has that quest, but in each of the guilds there's a big quest board that shows the quests that are available in that city or town from the other places as well. So if you go, say you go to Foundation, you could look at what was available from the House Celestia board. You wouldn't be able to pick up a quest from Foundation for House Celestia or for the Mages Guild or something, but you could go and just look at the quest board and you can see all of the quests that are available that are in the journal on Foundry as well. So yeah, you can be aware of all of the quests that are available on that list. And there is a martial arts tournament in town at some point that you can sign up for by going to the Fighters Guild. Some of these quests as well, I should mention, are like in advance. So that one might be in a week or something, you know. Some of them are passive as well. So some of them are like collect shit as you go around.
Right.
I'll try and mark that on here. I was meant to update the quest thing, but I didn't get a chance. But just so you're aware, you know, in general, you would probably know this because you're all trained.
Right.
Well,
So
Sounds
I have a
good,
question
Frank.
then. What about if with this idea or this theory of we wait to turn in the Jubilee quest or we turn in the Bandit quest, and if I don't know, like, is this like video game meta or video or like, you know, like Brad World meta where I can, if we wait to turn in the quest until like at the Jubilee, and let's say in theory, Branic and his bandits were in town, would that be a loophole for us to then turn it in and they wouldn't be on the road and we would have succeeded?
you'd have to go and try and find out.
Try it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay,
mean,
okay.
it is sort of like up to you to figure out. You
Right,
can
okay,
take
okay.
multiple quests as well, by the way. So you could potentially. They will time out eventually. Like if you just blatantly just stop doing this quest,
Right.
you know, it will. They'll just take it off the register, or you know, you probably want to keep them updated, maybe. Otherwise, they'll just
And I will
assume that
continue
you're.
pushing my idea.
Otherwise, they'll just assume you're dead and you failed, and then
Right.
it goes back up for another adventuring team to take, which is essentially what has happened. That's why it's taken so long, because multiple adventuring teams have tried and failed this quest up until now. It's why it was a double XP. But you have completed the secondary quest
Right.
portion of this, but it's up to you. I think it's up to you how you want to go about it.
Okay.
But you
And
have
that's sort of like-
basically the two things that you sort of agreed to. You don't have to do these things, but you said that you would compete in the Silver Festival event, which is tomorrow.
Mm.
Just before daybreak, you said you would meet with 10 cuts.
Right.
You don't have to again, but that's what you said you were going to do. And then the actual Silver Jubilee is the day after. So today's kind of a clear day. You know,
Right.
there's nothing sitting.
Today's a perfect day for us to go back and fight Branic. If we
Basically, you can do that, or you can
Yes.
take another quest, or you can just be
We
like,
can-
we're not
we
doing
hire
this
someone.
quest. You can hire someone, whatever you want to do, yeah.
Want. Okay.
If we,
So yeah, I still
we
I
off-
still go on with whatever I was like pushing. You know, I still want to be like, oh, we wait until the day of the Jubilee or the event or the martial event, and then we turn it in because then they're off the road and blah blah blah, and then we count as getting the blah blah blah. And that's the plan I continue to push. And if you'd like me to tell you, I'd say it again, but I feel like I've said it a lot.
no,
All right, perfect.
no, yeah, I am trying to convince you all, like, we should go to the Fighters Guild. They're having a tournament soon. We pick someone who looks like he's got something to prove, and we offer him, like, 50 gold to go and beat up Branic. And then we take his gloves off when he's unconscious on the ground.
I like that idea, except the people that are fighting in that competition are adventurers, aren't they?
Yes, probably.
So if they're a part of
maybe.
Foundry and then they complete the quest, then they get the quest.
Not how it works. They have to register for it, or they're not getting anything from
Okay.
Foundry.
All right.
That's correct, right, Brad?
It's Foundation. Foundry's what we're playing
Sorry.
D&D on.
Foundation.
We're going to go to the Roll20 Guild.
Roll 20.
But that's correct, though, right?
Foundation.
Repeat it for me.
Then if they don't register for the quest, they can't get anything out of it.
Who?
If we hired
if we hire
another
someone.
person to go and beat up Brannick, and then they were
Right.
like, well, we did it, and then they tried to turn in the quest, they wouldn't be able to, right?
Yeah, if you're just hiring someone on their own, yeah.
I bet there's loads of unregistered
It'd be the
people
same
who
as
are
if someone
just-
walked up to you right now and was like, hey, I need to
Chomping at the
hire a
bit.
bard. You know, what do you
Yeah.
do in that situation?
Right. Well, I would be like, is this a guild quest?
Yeah, well, then maybe
Yeah,
they're
I would
going
be
to
like,
do that.
okay, and I run to the guild quest and register for all the quests.
Yeah. So there's a chance that they will do that, or you know maybe you
Right.
can offset that with gold. You know,
But even if he...
Is guild fraud a thing in this town?
guild fraud. Explain it. What you mean?
Or quest fraud, as in grabbing a quest if someone does a thing, and then getting, I guess, paid for it.
They're turning it in before they do.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if the guilds would care because they just want the quests done. The quest gets
All
done
right, I
either
know
way.
what we're doing. Side quests, new arc.
The quest gets done either way. I mean, yeah, I guess it wouldn't really be the end of the world depending on how you
Yeah,
do
we
it.
gotta get an orb of scrying, and we give it to
probably-
adventurers.
there's probably,
and we
like,
send it out
weird-
and scry the orb.
Guild adventurer brokers out there that are doing exactly this. So you know, I'm not gonna say that anyone really cares too much. If it seems like, you know, people are doing it against their will, or you know, like there's maybe some dodgy money going back and forth, but it's not that highly within the guilds. They're like, you know, they're regimented with what they do. But I mean, you can literally do, like, there's crime going on and people are just forging guild shit all the time. So probably there is guild fraud going on. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, even if they do get a piece of the reward, then, you know, like we can offer them. We can say either you can come on with us for this one quest and you'll get a fifth of the reward, or we can just pay you 50 gold, which is more than you would get. So you decide. And then we let them pick.
Oh, why don't we
Either
just
way,
ask if
we get the
they're
quest
guild
done.
registered? And then we just pick someone who isn't.
Or that. And we can just, you know, give them a bit of gold to come and punch someone. It's only like a half an hour out of town. We'll be there, back, no time. It's like an afternoon.
Hey, you want to get paid to
for a
punch someone
fighter
you've
to
never
fight.
seen before?
That's what fighters like to do.
Oh, yeah, I guess. How much money did we each get, by the way? Did we finish counting that?
I don't think we've divvied it up yet.
Is 150 gold, so divided by 4 is... And I look at Seph, because she's a wizard.
You look at the student.
God does not look expectantly at the money. God does not care.
Well, that makes it easy.
How about me, Rickard, and Halwin all take 50 gold each, and then we just pay for God, like, you know, as we go. Where does he even keep
How
money?
many bags? 1, 2,
See, 3 bags.
3 bags. Yes.
For 3 people, 1 bag each.
Right.
Okay.
I get the
All right,
heaviest one.
sounds good to me. I grab a bag of gold.
They all have 50 gold pieces each, Halwin. They're all as heavy as each other.
I don't know. I would take a gamble with a heavy one.
I took away a gold pouch and then hand Halwin the final one.
Thank you.
And then, you know, we can just buy Gott's drinks within reason. Gott, stare up at him. You drink a lot of drinks. Okay, well,
What did you just do?
you mending your friendship? What's happening?
Or did you cast mending?
Did I just do that?
It sounded like you casted mending at 8th level somehow.
Did I do that?
Sounded like he summoned the 8-star dragon from Dragon Ball Z.
What did you do?
I did.
You cast mending.
Oh, I
yeah.
did do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
I'm sorry.
You
I
cast
was
it
trying
like
to.
3 times. Or 2
Sorry,
times.
I was trying to put money in my pouch, and I guess it's on the hotbar thing. So yeah, that's what did it. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, that's a good point. I should add it to my pouch. Okay, well, okay, so I don't think it's a terrible idea to go find a fighter and ask him to fight for us. I don't hate the idea.
What
I guess.
other quests are there?
I guess we'll have to go to the guild board and look.
Wait, why don't we just complete this quest?
I mean, it
Because
is risky.
If we complete it now, then we know we won't get the primary goal of the quest. But if we wait
No,
2
I mean, we
days,
go... Why don't we go get the fighter and go and complete this quest?
okay.
Fine.
I guess we have. Well, yeah. If you can
You know
find
what?
someone, yeah, then it's
I
a great
don't
idea.
care anymore. And
Okay.
I'm
Perfect.
heading to
Nailed
the
it.
nearest...
Perfect.
Oh, good. Then I never cared to begin with. Let's go get something to eat, please.
Perfect.
All right. You head to the nearest tavern. I don't know which one it is. We'll find out next time. As you come up with, you got a week to come up with a plan. Half a quest completed.
Still haven't leveled up. Episode 5.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Oh, not only have you not leveled up, you haven't earned a single point of XP. You are.
Yeah. Side quest. Huh?
Yeah. Well, double XP though. You know, if you'd taken one
And
of the other
almost
ones, you would have
TPK'd.
gotten something. Yeah. Well, it
Should
wouldn't have been a
have
TPK.
TPK'd.
You would have just been
We would
enthralled.
have been thralls.
It would have been a villain campaign, I think.
I was.
Yeah,
Could've been
and
pretty
that
fun.
would've
I
been
was
pretty
legitimately tempted to just, you know, if you had all been enthralled, to just literally have you all suddenly come to one day and you're being carried back to town by a hero.
Yeah, right,
Heroes,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And someone just
I was
goes,
thinking that too.
oh, by the
Yes.
way, it's been 9 years.
Yeah. That would have been really cool.
Old.
Yeah,
And
I was thinking
yeah.
of that too.
Also, I just want to state for the record, I did not save you there. I legitimately forgot about my own roll, and I was like, you know what? Because I forgot that you smeared oil on it. Because Myth sent me
Yeah.
a message at the beginning and said when I inspect his gloves, I pour or I surreptitiously put oil on his gloves, and then I rolled for him to see if he noticed it, and I rolled really low. It was like a 3 or something. So it's like, okay, he doesn't know he has oil on his gloves. I'm going to give him disadvantage on the first few punches he throws in the fight. Then I didn't do it because I completely forgot until the end, and I was like, fuck, his gloves are oiled. So I was like, okay, I'll give him disadvantage during the Ricard fight because, you know, maybe it took a while for the oil to seep in. I don't know. I forgot, but I'm going to do it now. So he suddenly has this oil on his thing. And then on the last ones, I was like, what I'll do is if I roll low and he misses, it's because of the oil. If I roll high, I'm going to make him just do a pull phoenix and ignite his gloves because he's got like, he can make embers come out of his gloves. So he just ignites his gloves and then does like a really cool punch. And that's why, that's how he's going to end it. And then I did it. And then in that moment, I realized he just cast a spell. So I was like, shit. Because I was so like, as soon as that roll came in, I was like, here we go. I'm going to enthrall them. And I'm just going to fucking narrate like a blank period of time. And then you come to and you're all being carried back. And then I was like, but I think I just did exactly the thing. So I was like, fuck, man, I didn't even save you. Like a legit, and I promise, I swear I completely like did not do like a little DM save because I really don't want to do that with you in this campaign. But he broke his own rule. He got over zealous. Maybe that's why he got kicked out of the army, because he got overzealous and he was removed. And that was why he was dishonorably discharged, which...
Glad our group doesn't suffer from overzealousness at all.
Wow, that was close though. Like,
I still haven't been touched.
Yeah, I mean, it was really cool. I actually really thought Ricard had it as well. At the end, I was like, man, that's cool.
I can't believe I rolled so bad on the
20.
God,
would have been cool.
What a shame. All right, well,
shame.
We'll end this here, but of course, as always, it's time for a very short segment. Last week it was like 25 minutes long. We received a fucking just furious letter from corporate, which is whacking people.
Whack Steven.
That it was too long. So let's see what you have prepared for us this week in a section that we call Fake It Till You Make It. All right. What are we doing this week?
Brad?
Yeah?
You are a goblin carrying a wand of fireballs, and you have no idea what it is. Myre, Leah, and Myth, you are 3 adventurers trying to talk the goblin into giving up the wand for everyone's safety. Go.
You ain't getting this wand off of me, you motherfuckers. I swear, one step closer.
Easy.
One step.
There's no need for that kind of language. Come on now. Just calm yourself down.
All right.
Calm down.
I'm calm.
Hi, I'm
okay.
Seph.
It was that easy. What are you doing?
Okay. Can I have your giant bundle of fireball sticks?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, thank you.
Why didn't you try that 3 hours ago?
Well, I mean, you have to be very careful with these goblins.
See ya.
You don't know what the... Wait
bye.
a minute.
Goodbye.
Bye. See you guys later.
Bye.
Well, that was easy.
How much experience do we have?
That's the end. Thanks so much for watching Sidequest, everyone. Never put me in these. Thanks so much for watching Sidequest. We'll be back next week for another fantastic
Fake it till
episode.
you make your characters level up.
Yeah.
They've completed more
There's
quests
a
than we have at this point,
Literally
so-
did. That canonically happened somewhere, you know. Another level 1 party. Yeah, we'll be back next week with another episode. Don't forget to tune in to the main show, main character on Thursdays. And maybe it's linked to this one. Maybe it's not. It's not. Don't forget to tune in to Deathless on Sundays, featuring somebody on death's door. PB. It's hilarious. She's just on a sofa trying to DM every week. And we're off to go and record a green room, which you can get by heading over to tablestory.tv/merch for post-show additional content and stuff, as well as all the character creations and session zeros. All right, everyone say goodbye. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.